Friday the 13th, and a Firekeepers Casino Friday on this program here in our American Metal Roost studio. It turns out that 60% of people say they're not at all concerned about the date from a superstition standpoint, but Nikki Hale, our world correspondent, is with us, and I was talking with Amanda Wall earlier, and she was listing off a whole list of superstitions that she has. She doesn't like when a black cat runs across. She doesn't go under a ladder, doesn't open an umbrella indoors, and then I said, you touch wood, and she got this blushing look on her face.
You don't touch wood, you knock on wood.
What do they say in England?
I've always said knock on wood.
You have?
I have.
Touch wood
but
is what I've heard.
touch wood as well. I've heard
Yeah.
both, but I've always used knock on wood.
So, see?
Yes.
Do you touch wood?
Yes, a
All
lot.
the time? Do you?
I'm in banking, Michael. Have you heard what's going on lately in Lansing? I knock on wood every time
Do
or
you?
touch wood every time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. yes.
And
We
Amanda,
need
have you
to.
touched wood lately?
I have touched wood. I had to do that last night.
Did you? You touched wood last
Do
night?
you see
I
people
had
when
to
they
knock
go
on wood last night.
when they go like this because
Nice
there's no
to
wood
know.
around?
Okay.
That's my favorite.
Thank you, ladies, very much. Don't be too... Are you superstitious?
Not particularly. I don't particularly think Friday the 13th is anything lucky.
Okay.
So I'm very careful on Friday the 13th, but I wouldn't say
Oh,
I'm
okay.
superstitious to
All right,
the
you're not
extent
gonna
that Amanda is.
You're not going to invite any of it, but at the same time, you're going to trust yet verify. That's what Ronald Reagan used to say.
Yes, there you
Okay,
go.
I
Double
got it.
check myself on the 13th.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Touch wood today if you get the chance. Sue Billa is with us. She is the executive director of the Michigan Festivals and Events Association, and Amy Epke, the budget director for the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. Thank you, ladies. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You superstitious?
At times. It depends if I want something to go my way.
Oh, that's just hope,
There it is.
right? Not superstitious. Now, the festival season really is already underway, isn't it?
It is. It's really into a terrific takeoff already. And we've got some great ones this weekend. Holland Tulip Time, one of the big ones, is going to actually be out there, and the beautiful tulips, lots of them. It's a way to celebrate agriculture, too. I think that's very important that so many of our festivals really are, grown in Michigan. And I'm going to be up checking out the mushrooms, too. This is the season where everybody's out in the woods trying to find their favorite ones, but then the mushroom festivals will be out there. And then one of my favorites, again, is the asparagus.
Asparagus Festival.
Asparagus, yeah, Shelby Hart over on the west side, Lake Michigan side. So another great one. And then the big one, those luscious Michigan strawberries start in. So lots of agriculture celebrated through our festivals.
And then we get to the Cherry Festival, and
Yeah.
of course, Mackinac Island has a Lilac Festival. You don't eat lilacs necessarily, but still, it's nice.
Well, it's a beautiful, and this weekend also there's the Blossom Festival actually in Traverse City.
Oh,
So it's an extended, we had the one just a few weeks ago in St. Joe, Benton Harbor. But now we're up in Traverse City. The blossoms are just a little bit later, but it's beautiful up there.
if you go to MichiganFun.com, you can just about plan your whole summer when it comes to festivals, right?
Absolutely. That's a great website, MichiganFun.com. You'll find about 500 events listed up there, so you
Wow.
can. It's a really great way to do all the planning, and there's information about the various events throughout the state. So great.
And we're going to wrap it all up, are we not, on Labor Day? I say wrap it all up, but the festival season really is year-round.
Absolutely.
With a Great Lakes Agricultural Fair at the Silver Dome on Labor Day weekend.
Yes, and we really appreciate the festivals, how they promote Michigan agriculture. And you may be aware Michigan agriculture is a $71.3 billion industry for this state. And the diversity of agriculture is really promoted through the festivals and the fairs. And we really appreciate the efforts of Sue and other industry partners that we have.
Well, if you can put your headphones on very quickly, I'm going to play a little segment for you that we have called Growing in Michigan. And that is going to feature Governor Snyder this very day. So here's the segment.
Michigan's Morning Show proudly highlights our state's economic successes. Michael Patrick, what's growing on today in Michigan?
And so yesterday we asked Governor Snyder, who was in Hudsonville, you may have heard, a couple of days ago, and they made him a couple of, as I understand it, a couple of ice cream flavors specifically for him. Here's what he said.
They made two. Hudsonville Ice Cream, that was a great stop yesterday morning. Had ice cream for breakfast, which is not a normal thing, but it was a wonderful thing. And they made two. They made a Michigan Mitten ice cream, and then they heard how much I love blueberries, being a good Michigan person, so they made a blueberry ice cream for me.
Oh, you know what? He wouldn't tell us what the flavors were because he wanted you to be surprised by them. And in
Yeah.
my mind, I kept thinking, wow, I'd love to have a blueberry ice cream right now. That would be fantastic. So we're on the same page in that. And blueberries are healthy for you, too, so it wasn't a bad breakfast after all.
No, and it's great Michigan marketing. We lead the country in blueberry production, so that's one of our strong suits. So
Isn't that so,
it's a win all around.
People think of Maine when they think of blueberries because of the blueberry pie out there, and they think of Michigan, they think of cherries, but that's a good trivia question because we're #1 in blueberries, and it's nice to be #1 in just about anything.
Yeah, well, one of the great things I learned working with the ag community is ABC. We lead the country in asparagus, blueberries, and tart cherries.
That's a nice dinner right there. I don't want any asparagus ice cream, though, do you?
No, but I'm ready for blueberries, and so that was wonderful. It's a great success story that they've done, too, in terms of taking a family business, having new ownership come in, continue the family participation, get people involved, grow the company, start exporting. That's what we need to be doing all across Michigan. So it was a great opportunity to celebrate success.
That's Governor Snyder yesterday. These are great family events.
Exactly. I think these events really promote the overall quality of life and what Michigan has to offer to our young people. Certainly we want to attract young people to the state and maintain the young people that are already in the state. And there's a Michigan agricultural heritage that we want to promote and make sure that we're proud of and future generations are proud of as well.
Most of the festivals are free to get into, are they not?
You know, that's the beauty of them. Yes, they are. And it's really exciting when you see the hometown parades going on and all of the events that are happening. And many of the arts are on display. And the Blueberry Pie Contest is another one, as the governor had said, one of the favorites out there. And the competition that grows within the commodity itself as it's celebrated. So, yes, there's a lot of free entertainment that you can find in a community festival and the pride that it builds as well.
Yeah, it's really sort of Midwest homespun kind of Americana, isn't it? You have like the
Absolutely.
blueberry queen in the parade and all that kind of thing, right?
Absolutely. And the fire trucks, you know, you have to have that. And our own community, the police officers and people that come in, it's just an all-around celebration of what family can be about and getting our youth involved, too, in the community. That's very special.
What would you say is the most quirky festival among the Michigan festivals? Because some of them are very quirky.
Yeah, they are. And I still get kidded about the Gizzard Festival. That's one of the, what's going on in Vermontville and some of these areas. But there are some really neat ones. The Cheeseburger Festival, right up in the thumb that nobody
Caseville.
expects. Yes.
Yeah.
50,000 people come into that town.
Yeah, I'm going to
So
be one of them
it's,
this year.
are
I'm planning
you?
to go.
You
Yeah.
have to leave early because I understand that. I know I tried to get up there a year ago, and you're booking your rooms if you're going to be staying over. You're a few miles out, like 30, 40 miles out. In fact, I
Wow.
heard that Port Huron was actually pulling in some of the lodging from that, but it's a wonderful event.
Well, I'm going to
so-
invade by sea because my friend Pat Pritchard has a boat in Tawas. So we're going to go and invade Caseville from Tawas.
Well,
right
I have
across
to
the
share
thing
with you. I have a home in Tawas also. We're on the bay there. And we
yeah,
do.
we're staying with you.
That's wonderful. The party's at our place. This is our campaign, Party at My Place for Michigan. But that would be absolutely wonderful. And we do that with our boats, and we travel into Bay City.
Oh, good.
And, go over there, and they've got some great events over there. So, yeah,
All
we
right.
enjoy that a great deal.
That's one of
Picnic's
them.
another big one over there with the great ribs in Bay City.
So we can find all of this at MichiganFun.com.
Yes,
to plan our
absolutely.
summer. Well, thank you very much, ladies, for being with us. We sure appreciate it.
You're very
And
welcome.
if they do come up with that asparagus ice cream, will you join me in a scoop of it?
We'll be first in line.
We'll have it down there at the governor's office. All right, thank you very much, and thank you to world correspondent Nikki Hale. It's Michael Patrick Shields all across Michigan on a Firekeepers Friday.